distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to officially welcome you to the convocation ceremony to combine the 10th and the 11th convocation ceremony. For every journey that has a beginning, there is definitely an end to it. For these students, ladies and gentlemen, today marks the end of one of the journeys as far as educational pursuit is concerned. Glad we did a long ceremony from Wednesday when we had a press conference up to Friday when we had a special Juma service, and of course on Sunday when we had a special Asalatu, of course on Monday when we had an inter-varsity football competition and volleyball competition. On Wednesday, when we had an interaction between staff and stakeholders of the university, as well as parents and community members. Yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, we had a convocation lecture delivered by the renowned figure as far as the Federal Republic of Nigeria is concerned, the Executive Vice Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Nigerian Communication Commission, NCC, Professor Umar Badamkuta. Also yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, we had the first belated international colloquium in honor of the now Professor of Humanities, Professor of African Studies, Professor Tony Palla. And yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, we also had a night with that renowned producer, Tunde Kilani. Today, we're having the convocation ceremony proper, and the procession is going on right now. Leading the procession for the College of Management and Social Sciences is Mr. A. Olateju, the Principal Assistant Registrar for the University. Ladies and gentlemen, on leading the procession for the College of Management and Social Sciences is Mr. A. Olateju, the Principal Assistant Registrar for the University. Also leading the procession for the College of National and Applied Sciences is Mr. B. Aratuni. Leading the procession for College of National and Applied Sciences is Mr. B. Aratuni, Admin Officer. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome to this hall the Chief Missioner of Nasrullah in the Catholic Society of Nigeria, the parent body of Fountain Goodwill, in person of Al-Imam, Al-Sheikh, Al-Hajj, Engineer. Ìlúgbàjú bíi ladies and gentlemen, please let's rise and be on our feet as we pray conference time. Please let's rise and be on our feet. Let's rise and be on our feet. As soon as we professor said we are going to take the anthem, now anthem, Osun State anthem, and of course the Fountain University anthem. Please let's be on our feet. As soon as the presented, we are going to take the anthem in that order. Thank you so very much. Leading the congregation is no other person than Mr. Bisiru, Assistant Registrar of the University. Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen. Leading the state from the professor, ladies and gentlemen, is no other person than Mr. N.O., Principal Assistant Registrar of the University. Leading the state is Mr. N.O., Principal Assistant Registrar of the University. So very
بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وسلم الحمد لله الذي بنعمته تتم الصالحات وبعفوه تكفر الذنوب والسيئات وبكرامه تكفر القربان والعطايا وبلطفه تستر العيوب والزلات هو الذي يديك وهبك أمات وحيا قاد وارشدا منع وهدى نعمده ونستعين به ونستغفره ونتوكل عليه وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا دائما أبدا إلى يوم الدين. حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير. Oh Allah, we thank you, we praise you, we adore you, we appreciate you. We thank you for giving us life. We thank you for looking at our shortcomings. We thank you for perfecting your goodness on us. We thank you for covering our misdeed. We thank you for making today's occasion possible. We are committing the occasion into your hand. May you be with us from beginning to the end of the program. Oh Allah, bless this ceremony for us. Oh Allah, bless this ceremony for us. Oh Allah, bless this ceremony for us. Allah manta martana bi du'ai. Wa watana bi ijabati. Wa qad da'una kama martana. Wajibina kama watana. Ya dal jalali wal ikrami. Innaka la tuqlibul mi'ad. Al-Fatiha. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin. 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 Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. We now do the opening prayers between them to the liberty. May we be on our feet. Let's rise up. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar kabira. Walhamdulillahi kathira. Wa subhanallahi bukratan wa asila. لا إله إلا الله وحده أنجز وعده ونصر عبده وهذا جنده وهذا من عذاب وعده لا إله إلا الله ولا نعبد إلا إياه مخلصين له دينا ولو كره الكافرون. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وعلى أصحاب سيدنا محمد وعلى أنصار سيدنا محمد وعلى أزواج سيدنا محمد وعلى ذرية سيدنا محمد وسلم تسليما كثيرا كثيرا. الفاتحة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا صراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
الشيطان الرجيم. إن الذين قالوا ربنا الله ثم استقاموا تتنزل عليهم الملائكة ألا تخافوا ولا تحزنوا وأبشروا بالجنة التي كنتم توعدون. نحن أولياؤكم في الحياة الدنيا وفي الآخرة ولكم فيها ما تشتهي أنفسكم ولكم فيها ما تدعون. نزلا من غفور رحيم. ومن أحسن قولا ممن دعا إلى الله وعمل صالحا وقال إنني من المسلمين.
In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Surely those who say, our Lord is Allah, and then remain steadfast, the angels demand upon them, saying, do not fear, not grieve, rather rejoice in the good news of the paradise. Surely that we have promised you. We are your supporters in this worldly life and in the hereafter. There you have whatever you have desired and whatever you have to ask for. An accommodation for all forgiven, most merciful Lord. And whose word are better than someone who calls others to Allah and does good and says, I am truly one of those who submit. Surely or certainly the word of Allah is true.
Your Excellencies, the proprietor of the university, Your Royal Highnesses, Chancellor, the Honorable Minister of Education, the Executive Governor of the State of Osun, the Executive Secretary, National Universities Commission, Board of Trustees, the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council, members of the Council of Fountain University and of the Senate, my lords, spiritual and temporal, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Fountain University law empowers the university to award degrees, diplomas, certificates, and other distinctions, as well as to award medals, prizes, and other titles. It also provides that the Chancellor shall preside at all meetings of the congregation held for the purpose of conferring degrees, and in his absence, the Vice Chancellor shall preside. I humbly invite the Vice Chancellor, Fountain University, Professor Amina Sani, to declare the convocation open. Thank you.
I hereby constitute the Assembly as a congregation of Fountain University for the purpose of awarding degrees and for presenting special prizes. Thank you.
I respectfully invite the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council, Vice Admiral Jubrila in Laji CON, to address the convocation.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of Almighty Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, may the peace and blessings and benefaction of Almighty Allah be on the Holy Prophet Muhammad, members of his household, companions, and all followers of his sunnah until the last day. Amen. All praises and adoration are due to Almighty Allah for sparing our lives and protecting us from the pandemic that we've been through the last 2 years. We give praises for his mercies and kindness to us. I welcome you all to this convocation ceremony of our great university by saying, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It gives me great pleasure to welcome all our guests, our parents, to this citadel of learning, Fountain University Osogbo, which is holding despite COVID-19 pandemic. This pandemic prevented us from converging physically for almost 2 years now. We thank Almighty Allah as we recorded no deaths attributable to the COVID-19 pandemic in the university community. To Allah be the glory. Allahu Akbar. Let me state clearly that despite the pandemic and its attendant socio-economic setbacks, Fountain University recorded some modest achievements. And this was due to the untiring effort of the management, the staff, our stakeholders, our proprietors, and every one of you here present, our parents. The Almighty Allah reward you all. The remarkable support and massive support of our proprietors, the Board of Trustees, council members, management and staff cannot be understated. And I must say we appreciate you all. During the period, the university successfully hosted the National Universities Commission for both resource verification of new undergraduate and postgraduate reaccreditation of existing programs, respectively. I'm happy to report that we achieved 100% in both exercises. It is important to note that the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria visited the Nursing Science Program of the University for assessment of resources about 21st or 22nd of December last year for the purpose of professional certification of those programs. And I would report that from the body language of the visitors, I believe we have scaled that as well, and that our nurses will be certified when they finish their programs. Other professional bodies expected are the professional body for law as Legal Education Council, Environmental Health Sciences and Medical Laboratory Sciences. They are expected to visit during this quarter. Permit me again to appreciate all the good work that our proprietors have been doing. A lot of resources have come to the university in terms of finances and even structures on the ground. A lot of you will notice the road leading from the postgraduate school to Adegua Hostel. That was done by our proprietor at a very huge outlay. The Almighty Allah reward you, our proprietor, and all of you. God will replenish your pockets. This has added a facelift and added to the aesthetics of the environment. I wish to state at this juncture that one of the greatest constraints that I met here on assumption as Pro-Chancellor 4 years ago was that of infrastructure. It was a very daunting constraint, but we thank Almighty Allah that we're able to surmount these constraints. We've turned some of the challenges to opportunities. It is not okay yet. In fact, I'll say to you, the students who are graduating, that I wish to apologize to you all that I was unable to give you a befitting hostel, not because of the effort or the will, but as Almighty Allah wishes. We are unable to do this. God has seen our intentions, and I want to assure you and those coming behind you that they will be more befitting structures, environments, and hostels when they resume here, inshallah. We'll put the matter of infrastructure, especially the hostel accommodation, on the front burner. In fact, Even as I speak, I'm sure some resource persons are visiting your hostels to evaluate and cost what we need to do to make them befitting of your status as undergraduates and postgraduate students. Council under my watch has tried as much as possible to uplift the welfare of staff. We will continue this. It's an ongoing process. It's all again due to financial constraints, and we'll continue to ensure that we motivate our faculty, the management, and indeed the staff, both administrative, technical, and otherwise. Let me express special appreciation, Your Excellency, to His Excellency Governor Isiaka Adegboyega and the government and people of the state of Osun for the continuous support and assistance of the university. We are very appreciative for the ongoing construction of the road network leading from the expressway to the agric farm settlement. I must not fail to appreciate other stakeholders and friends of the university, especially NASFAT private donors. I call them anonymous, but God knows you all. They have donated to us 2 blocks of female hostels and the College of Basic Medical and Health Sciences, and they have 2 other blocks in construction. Alhaji Abdulganiu Shegun Adekunle, the newly turbaned Are Muslumi of Oshokoland, for the law faculty building we just commissioned. We wish to appreciate you. We pray that Almighty Allah will continue to remain your pillar of support. And in doing this, we hope that you stand as an example to others who can do the same for this university, not only for this university. Because as I said, and I still mention, the greatest legacy we can give to our generation next is good education. Education is a gift that you give to someone and nobody can steal. Not armed robbers, not kidnappers, not anybody can steal the good education that you have. And education is the panacea to all problems, especially of our nation. So I dare say to you, it's not the classrooms or the hostels or the lecture halls that are beautiful. What you get out of it and what shows in you after you get out of this place is what is more important. And I dare say to you, in spite of all our constraints and challenges, we have some of the best faculty in the world. And I can beat my chest that no one of you is passing out of this place who is not worthy in learning and character. Having said that, I was sad to see that we still had a few cases, very few cases of indiscipline. And I had to stand hard on them because this university, faith-based as it is, cannot accept any iota of indiscipline. So I'm appealing to to those who are coming behind you and our parents, to ensure that we follow the rules. I have put down a template that will not accept indiscipline of any kind whatsoever. It is anathema. This university has ensured that the phenomenon of most of our youth in the area of ingesting drugs and all kinds of banned substances did not take place here, and I thank you all for adhering to that. It's not good for you, it's not good for the nation, it's not good for our future. Having said that, I want to now call on other individuals like Baba Adini, Ashiwaju, and all high network individuals in the environment, corporate bodies, organizations, and even governments to come to the assistance of our tertiary institutions. Government and even associations like NASFAT cannot do it alone. So we must all join and give our children what I said was a jewel. Education is a jewel. And that's the best legacy we can give them. Let's give it to them in full. Among desired projects are lecture halls, sports complex, students' recreation, computer-based test centers, building for postgraduate studies in business administration, and hostels, to mention just a few. We have been advocates to the federal government that private universities should be included in the dispensation of the TET fund, that's Tertiary Education Trust Fund. Until now, that has not been acceded to. So I must mention again that all our stakeholders who have any say in this matter, especially in the National Assembly, should find ways and means of extending the third form dispensation to private universities. I want to, at this juncture, congratulate you, the graduating students, their parents, guardians, and all those who contributed directly or indirectly in whatever measure towards the success of the learning and discipline and this ceremony to end it all. May Almighty Allah bless you all and elongate your lives in the service of humanity. To you graduating students, listen to me, this is very important. You have been equipped with the tools, the knowledge, the discipline to go into the world and to excel. It is now up to you to use what you are achieving today as a stepping stone to greater things in life. The world has changed from what we used to know. You now have to be more resourceful, more innovative. You have to think out of the box. Think out of the box and go on into the world. Fly like eagles that you are. And when I meet any of you anywhere, I want to be proud of you as products of Fountain University. The university that we want to make the university of first choice for all discerning parents and Nigerians. Once again, I can't thank NASFAT enough for the opportunity given me to serve this university, this citadel of learning. In the 4 years that I've been here, I have been a student as well, and I've learned more from this experience in 4 years than I did in my 35 years of service to the nation. As Pro-Chancellor from today, but I will not disengage from Fountain University. I'll continue to be a stakeholder here, and I continue to contribute whatever I can to the advancement of Allah. Subhanallah wa bihamdik wa ashhadu an la ilaha illallah anta astaghfiruka wa anta ilayka. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin.
His Excellency, the state government, our KBACs, our Chief Imam of Osogbo, and all other religious leaders, Chairman BOT, Fountain University, our outgoing Pro-Chancellor who has admitted being a student for the past 4 years, so I can call him my student. He's asking for a PhD, but the order conferred on me, I'm giving you one today. Our incoming Pro-Chancellor, whom I'm sure has a foot big enough to fit the size Abba is leaving behind. You're welcome. That's what President, leader of women of Al-Jannah, where are you? You are all recognized. Visiting Vice Chancellors and registrars, graduating students, parents, invited dignitaries, members of the press, and of course, our doctorate honorary awardee, Professor Toyin Falola, all the way from the United States. We also recognize Asiwaju Tos Badmos. He's also my student. If you remember 2 years ago, we awarded him a honorary doctorate degree. So my student Asiwaju, you are welcome. But let me say that I'm combining both the role of the Chancellor and the Vice Chancellor. But of course, we have the address for both offices combined in here. Say Assalamu alaikum. Of course, I shouldn't forget the people of the security outfit and our friends from the press, both conventional and digital. I welcome you all and I say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. It is with a profound sense of responsibility that we want to express our appreciation to Allah for sparing our lives, the challenges of COVID-19, security matters, harsh economic conditions over the past and recent years notwithstanding. The restrictive effect of COVID-19, which are still very much around with the Omicron variant, have had a serious impact on routine and ceremonial activities across all the strata of public and private lives. This explains why we could not hold our usual fanfare-filled and solemn activities in 2020 and 2021. But again, we give thanks to the Almighty Allah for sparing our lives out of His grace all through the challenging pandemic. For us to be able to come around again to do the normal, quote and unquote, under the dispensation of the unusual new normal. With our proactive approach in learning and administration, the university calendar remained stable over the past 2 years as we are able to deploy and appropriate ICT facilities in teaching, research, and learning. In point of fact, the facility of free data for lectures and other academic activities was offered to all our students as the lockdown raged in 2020 and 2021, and this ensured that no disruption occurred to our academic calendar. This explains why we are able to conduct this ceremony now, today, for the award of degrees in respect of the 2019-2020 and 2020-2021 academic sessions. Graduating students. For this combined convocation ceremony, a total of 549 graduating students will be conferred with first degree in various academic disciplines. This is made up of 270 students for 2020 and 279 2020-21 academic year. The breakdown for the 2019-2020 graduating student is as follows. 18 students came out with first class honors. A round of applause, please. 99 passed as second class upper grade. A round of applause. 135 with second class lower division. And 17 with third class. For the 2020-21 academic year, 17 came out with first class, 117 with second class upper division, 125 with second class lower division. Our postgraduate school was able to produce MSc graduates in industrial and analytical chemistry over the last 2 years. Our plans are now afoot to introduce MSc in other programs, namely postgraduate diploma in management, Masters of Science in Sociology, and Masters of Business Administration. This is following on a successful resource verification visit in September 2020 by the National Universities Commission. And you see, a doctorate degree in public admin, honoris causa, I'm happy to tell you, will be awarded to Professor Toyi Falola, who is the most decorated living African professor in humanities. And the first Nigerian, and indeed the first African, to be awarded a Doctor of Literature or D.Lit by thesis, it's not the honorary one, by thesis, at the University of Ibadan in the past 73 years of that university's history. Academic matters. During the last convocation in 2020, I indicated that some new programs were coming on board. I am happy to inform you that this assembly, that our university now has 2 additional colleges, namely College of Law, that is Common Law and Islamic Law, and College of Basic Medical and Health Science, in Medical Laboratory Sciences, Public Health, Environmental Sciences, fully approved by the National Universities Commission in 2020. Our law programs will be very unique as we plan to make it a flagship for the university. Already in place is the offer of staff and student exchange by some world-class universities who have also offered particular collaboration in the areas of Islamic banking and finance. And these are the most marketable courses in the world today. And of course, even non-Muslim countries are the most beneficiaries of their facilities or their products, even right here in Nigeria. So there's nothing religious about it. This is purely another product in another form. Let me, at this point, thank our proprietors for providing, even at the cost of overstretching their cost resources, all we needed for the accreditation of the 2 new colleges by the NUC. We thank you very much. Help me appreciate this. We are confident that the same support will be given by our proprietors and well-wishers as we await the visits by the professional bodies associated with some of the programs. As the Pro-Chancellor said, the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria came about 2 weeks ago to assess our facilities, and they were very happy with what they saw with our nursing program. Since the last convocation, I'm happy to report that all the academic programs that were presented by the university for accreditation and the status of full accreditation by the National Universities Commission. Moreover, the NUC has also offered to verify our resources for 4 new postgraduate programs: MSc and PhD in Computer Science, MSc and PhD in Accounting, MSc and PhD in Public Administration, MSc and PhD in Political Science. Our plan to run PG programs in Forensic and Security Studies is at an advanced stage. So also is the program in Logistics and Procurement. For those of you who wouldn't know, a new cargo airport is planned for Osun State very shortly. And Fountain Universities has been identified as a key partner in logistics and procurement, such that we are going to have studies in land and rail transportation. We are already in partnership with the Air Force Institute of Technology, this line. A multimedia language laboratory, which was largely financed by the parents. I want to appreciate the parents of all our students, the Parents Forum. They have been very wonderful, and we thank you very much. Please let me appreciate them. We donated the multimedia language lab so far in any Nigerian university. Of course, this will allow us to run courses in other languages like French, Arabic, English language, and of course Chinese. You know, Nigeria is, I hope China will not take over Nigeria very soon, because we are very much indebted to them. So we have tried, we are going to introduce Chinese at the instance of the Chinese government. I want to be proactive with this. So our language will assist us in this, and so this is very important. So once we are able to put the other infrastructure in place, we are set to go for all these new languages. The singular initiative that will take our products into a world of career youth, employers and entrepreneurs, even before graduation, and particularly for those who are studying professional courses like accounting, for them to be able to certify just before graduation. All these initiatives are very much in place now. So we want to make them job creators rather than job seekers after graduation. So our introduction of skill and entrepreneurship programs took off in 2021 with credit mark training sessions for our students at the federal government-owned established Industrial Development Center here in Osogbo. That center by the federal government here can produce all the leather materials Nigeria needs today and export. It's been abandoned for quite a long time now. Fountain University are taking advantage of that facility for our students. Then, of course, our diploma in Arabic, Islamic, and International Studies has also begun for product of Arabic and Islamic schools who could now be admitted to that entry degree programs, subject to fulfilling other entry requirements for which they have been prepared and supported, leading to the completion of their 2-year diploma program. And of course, they pay very little for this one. So we thank NASFA for this. I want to encourage them to ensure that all products of Arabic Islamic school are trained to be good missionaries and good resource persons in other areas of discipline. Staff welfare and development. In spite of challenging and financial situations all over the country, particularly in the university system, I want to appreciate our governing council under the inspiring leadership of Amina, for approving the promotions for all deserving staff, both academic and non-academic, for the past 2 sessions. A round of applause for Baba Anila, please. 7 of our academic staff members completed their PhD, latest of whom is Rashid Adebi, who successfully defended his PhD thesis on Wednesday, specifically 2 days ago, January 12th at the University of Ibadan, making him the second person to do so within a month from our mass communication department. Again, it is happening to note that Tosin Sembadejo, one of our teaching staff members from the biological sciences, also got admitted into a PhD program by the prestigious West African Center for Cell Biology in Ghana. Mr. Murtada Ogushiji from our economics department also won the 2021 Special Scholarship to study PhD in economics at the Northern Illinois University in the United States. Dr. Nusra Afolai Balogun, one of our university auditors, through a global competitive selection process, won a mid-career fellowship of the International Union of Biochemistry and Molecular Biology. She was granted a scholarship last year, tenable at the Weizmann Institute of Science at Rehovot, Israel, for laboratory and fieldwork in respect of our ongoing research work on cervical cancer. A round of applause for her, please. And we are on the way to winning a Nobel laureate at Foundry University. Our staff members, both academic and non-academic, were sponsored to various local and international conferences, symposia, workshops, and training sessions in the past 2 years. A special hands-on training and workshop was held on November 22nd for all registry and academic staffers who were appointed into administrative positions. New hands were also employed, both academic and non-academic, over the period under consideration to strengthen our academic profile and performance. Advancement and linkages. As part of our efforts to improve the profile of the university and the quality of our programs and products, the university concluded new collaborative agreements with the Air Force Institute of Technology, Kaduna, Tafileke University, Louvain, Belgium, International Center for Islamic Culture and Education, ICICE, the Arewa Research and Development Research Project, ARDEP, and Novelty Polytechnic, Kishi, Oyo State. So these last three institutions are meant to partner with Foundry University in the area of enrollment and sponsorship of new students at our university. So we are about to conclude staff and student exchange with 9 University Abuja, arising from an MOU that was ratified by both institutions some 3 years ago. We also received a large number of library materials, about 3,000 titles from Egypt, Morocco, and Saudi Arabia, largely on Islamic law, finance, and sciences. The university also held our first inaugural lecture entitled From Bench to Bedside, Structural Biology, Infectious Diseases and Health Security, delivered by Professor Musa now in Europe. Europe has snatched it away from us. And the lecture held on the 7th of July this year, last year, sorry. And the next edition of our inaugural lecture will hold before the end of the current quarter. So we are also very much very soon to have our agri city. The Michigan State University agreed to have an agri city for us here at our unoccupied land. And as soon as we are able to resolve all the disputes and acrimonies surrounding our land possession, this will be able to take effect. So our student world. Our students are making their marks across the globe, and just recently, Ms. Chancellor Olawumi Ibikule, one of our 2019 first class graduate of economics, won the prestigious Commonwealth Scholarship for a master's degree in development economics at Oxford University. The Public Health Department of the university organized a free collaborative medical outreach program for the Osara Native community here in Osogbo as part of the University Corporate Social Responsibility CSR, as free diagnoses and drugs were administered. A workshop for final year students on crafting of curriculum vitae and strategies for success and job interviews was also held with experts from the academia and the industry as resource persons. The Student Affairs units introduced cooking competitions among students. I'm sorry to say that many of our guests are only good at cooking indomie. So, and the Student Affairs is trying to ensure that they do not become a failing housewife when they are eventually married. So our parents, please support us in this when we approach you for this purpose. We don't want people who will fail as mothers and wives. that of course competitions among students, intercollege debate and quiz competitions have been going on for quite a while now. So 3 of our students qualified for the finals of the 2021 edition of the Osun State Government sponsored annual higher institutions essay writing and debate competition. Give them a round of applause now. It is pleasing also to note that all our graduate students presented for the IELTS examination, the International English Language Test exam, all of them passed in flying colors. In sports, our students continue to do well in local and national competition. And I want to appeal to all our parents, well-wishers, and other corporate world to please assist with other facilities for sporting activities here at the Fountain University. When students are engaged in productive activities, they will have little or no time to think of offensive or negative tendencies. So we appeal to you, those who are interested in sport, you can donate trophies, you can donate whatever you think you can improve your sporting facilities. For student and municipal services, the university has just acquired a 500 kV electricity power generator, and plans are now at an advanced stage to improve regular and portable water supply, accommodation and municipal facilities in the hostels, among others. We know we are a bit behind in this, but we are surely working hard to improve things. With more lecture halls, a bigger university library, comfortable hostel accommodation facilities, and improved sporting and recreational facilities, Fountain University will be the preferred university, in fact the university of first choice for students and parents looking for high quality education supported by Islamic discipline and entrepreneurial and innovative skills. Appreciation. Let me once again appreciate all our benefactors over the years, especially since the last convocation. Our proprietors remain as committed as ever. Our President Ni Yusuf, the #1 citizen of Fountain University, has been exceedingly passionate and supportive along with his ESCO in all forms of assistance, human and material. Mr. President, thank you, sir. If you fail to clap well for him, he won't give us more. Please clap very well. All the organs of NESFAT, the FOPAC, the FUIDC, the BOT, and of course the University Council, under our outgoing Pro-Chancellor, Baba Ila, has been very, very supportive and helpful. Thank you, sir, Baba. You have promised to remain our student and our benefactor, so we accept this offer without any hesitation. So we appreciate all our cast members for their support. Of course, the singular thing you need to mention is that the Jubilee Anila Hostel, that is a 440-bed space hostel, en suite with full facilities, being donated by our outgoing Pro-Chancellor. The PC has committed more than 400 million naira to this project in spite of all the constraints. And he has assured us that that will not be another abandoned project, whatever it takes. So we beg Allah to empower you to do that, sir. And of course, all others, please let us have presentable and habitable hostels for our students. You can build it in the name of your own names or the name of your beloved ones. It's very, very essential. So again, Fountain University Development Committee inspired 5 hostels in 5 years. That's part of the initiative of our proprietors. 5 hostels in 5 years. 2 are already occupied. The 3rd one is a college building for the College of Business Medical, and the other 2 are on the way. So we also want to appeal that our major constraint now, as said by the PC, is simply infrastructural. So appeal to our friends, well-wishers, the corporate world, to endow structures either in their names or in the names of their beloved person, and we will appreciate it. The 2FK Lawal male hostels, which was endowed on the principle of build, operate, and transfer. Of course, we also welcome this. We want to build a structure, you want to build a hostel, allow us to, you can sort of recoup your money after some 25 years, and then you donate it to university. You also have to, so you can get in touch with us on this. So we like all the zones, especially the women of Al-Jannah. Before you come for next year convocation, I want to see women of Al-Jannah hostel. I want to see women of Al-Jannah lecture hall, just as we have of Ethiopia. Elijah Kukolati, I'm sending you as the women leader. This is not women leader of a political party. The women leader to Aljanna. So please, my message. Yes, the teams are models or something we want to encourage, and for them to do that over the next 5 years, we can be sure that all the 40 approved programs by the Senate will be able to run, and the university will to stand on our feet very well and run reasonably well without having to ask for something, effort. Of course, there is what we call the Education Trust Fund, which is about to perfect through the First Bank or the Giants Bank. Our pastor and pastor are working on this. The Osun State and Fountain University Development Foundation, I want to thank very seriously Justice Kuliade is the chairman of that thing. I think I saw him earlier today. What? Oh, Justice Ade is a retired judge, is not tired. His foundation, the foundation which is created, was responsible for about 50% of the materials and fund we had for the acquisition of our new program. Thank you, sir, Justice Ade and your team. So we look more, please. Of course, another there are some others. So let me use this opportunity to thank all leaders of the Osogbo community, particularly Alhaji Sule Alao Eniafe and his team, for tirelessly working to bring about a peaceful resolution to the land dispute between the university and some sections of the donors family. And I want to appeal to the chief imam as well to put his mouth, let me say this way, to this so that by next time we are coming, all the other development programs we have in place will have taken off once the issue of land dispute is over. So the University College of Law building, which was commissioned earlier this morning, is, of course, as we said, donated by Alhaji, the new RMC of Shogoland, Alhaji Ganiu Chogun Adekule, memory of his father. We thank you very much, Alhaji Adekule. He forgot to put on his turban today. Because of it's also a member of council. We appreciate Alhaji Adekule. Of course, we want to appreciate all those who contributed to the emergence of the law program, particularly all the donors of material. The Honorary Minister of Works and Housing, Raji Wadri Fashola, was very tremendous in this. I want to convey this message to him through his representative here that we appreciate him, and I must also convey to you that during my interaction with him some few weeks ago, he has also offered to endow a chair in law to the university, among other things he has promised us. So I'm reminding the social assistant to help us convey this. And of course, all those who have also contributed library materials. Just a few days ago, a prominent individual from Osogbo here, Alhaji, we call him Owo, sent $1,000 to the university for library materials. So Osogbo people, we appreciate you. Your children are doing that. Yes, my oldest student in this hall is Alhaji Tunde Badmus, because I gave him PhD something 2 years ago. He has confirmed again that his project at our South Campus there would be, inshallah, started this year. Am I right, sir, Alhaji Badmus? Yes, he said yes. So Allah is our witness. Our South Campus must be opened up, and I am saying this with a very strong sense of emphasis that that place has remained fallow for over 15 years, and you cannot allow that to continue for several reasons. Don't let me be very categorical. So, and he has promised to do that, inshallah. So before the next convocation, we shall be able to invite you to something reasonable along that line from the South Campus. So we want to use this opportunity to remind all those who have pledged or who are inspired to pledge one project or the other. So please redeem their pledges, particularly as it is becoming increasingly worrisome that the security of our ownership of the South Campus may no longer be taken for granted. I mean, this is quite clear. Governor Amina of Sokoto at one promise to have his college brief for us. He appealed to him through the media as well. He made effort, and we hope that will be done. Honorary Moshood Adeluki Salvador also promised to do something. We have submitted all the plans. And of course, the First Bank of Nigeria, whose deputy managing director actually came here. So we are not blackmailing, we are just reminding them through you and through the media that besides given to First Bank to have a center of MBA center is there, it's also there. So we reminded them, COVID is over now, Allah has spared our life with COVID, so no excuse for over COVID any longer. So Mr. Tunde Falawiya himself has also promised to give something, a edifice in memory of Baba Adini. And so we are also optimistic about the pledge of our Chancellor, Dr. Umaru Abdulmutala, who is out of the country at the moment for some reasons. And of course, the Center for African and Diaspora Studies, for which the KBC has actually put some money down. We want to appeal to all our KBCs here. That project must be completed in the name of all the others, not only in Osun State but throughout Nigeria. So I could see our very best friend, the Alagbiji of Alagbiji, Baba Isaac, they are welcome, sir. So I want to appeal to you that Alagbiji has been a very close friend of the university. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't want to end this speech without thanking again. There is a project now coming on in Alagbiji which is called Academic Rehabilitation Program, RF. And we got a free donation of land from that place. So we appreciate you again. And I want to assure you that the NDLEA under General Buba Barua, United Nations Office on Drug Control, NAFDAC and others are already prepared to do something for us. Please don't let anybody take that land from us, sir. Because it's a choice place and we don't want to say, this is your land for another police service. Come to the bush. That is something is coming very shortly, sir. Help us secure the place. So, South Campus to take up that is number one priority. I want this to do. Finally, I wish to congratulate all our graduating students, parents and guardians. And I also want to thank the ever supportive and friendly government and people of the state of Osun, our staff members, students, our well-wishers, and I say, Salaam alaikum wa rahmatullahi. Thank you very much.
Or you would hear this word very often. Ajuaya! 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 And I'll tell you what it means. Those were our illiterate drill staff those days. They didn't know how to say as you wear. So they just say Ajuaya. Well, I'm asking all of us to Ajuaya now. I was remiss during my speech in not mentioning, first of all, our eminent professor, Tony Fanola, who is well known in the whole world, a Nigerian to be proud of, just as I wish all of you to aspire to. And I'm sure those of you who were privileged to be in the hall, Etiosa Hall yesterday, to listen to him, must have learned some of the things you would never find in any books. Take it and hold it. These are canons. I also wish to appreciate you, sir. Not only this time, but over the years, he has been sending material to us, books, papers, and all that. And even during this visit, he carried a bag of about 10 kilos of books, which he handed over to me personally. Son, may God continue to advance you in knowledge. It says when we grow old, having gained so much knowledge, we start losing that knowledge. We become children again. It will still take a long time before you get to that, sir. You are welcome. Second,
my name is Professor Isaac Namadi, representing the Vice Chancellor, Federal University of Technology, Goodwill.
Thank you very much.
My name is Dr. Kuniya Yobami Adeleke. I bring goodwill message from the Vice Chancellor, the Dimas University, Professor Enison. Congratulations. Thank you.
My name is Dr. Abbas Atiku Medalino. I'm representing the Vice Chancellor at Kalam University, Katsina. Congratulations.
All the way from Katsina.
I am Professor Kabir Waduremi Adeyemo, the Vice Chancellor of Lee City University and the Chairman Committee of Vice Chancellors and Registrar of Private University in Nigeria. I am bringing two felicitations to you. Professor Sani is a very strong member of our committee and he has been outstanding. And also we appreciate you for giving honor to Professor Falola. He is an outstanding member of the My Council in Lee City University. Congratulations.
My name is Dr. Muhammad Dadri, representing the Vice Chancellor of the President University.
My name is Professor Sheikh Manjima. I'm here representing my Vice Chancellor, Professor M.M. Akobi, SAN, from Bora State University. I said the big
Thank you very much. Now the people push away our registrar. Thank you for pushing.
Good morning, everyone. I bring good tidings from Adeleke University, Ede, in Osun State. My name is Dr. Adike Tobala, representing the Vice Chancellor. Congratulations, sir.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Professor Noah Yusuf, the Vice Chancellor of Adekuma University in Lori. This is my university, Ufante University. And the Vice Chancellor of Ufante University, Professor Amido, is a very close ally, is a brother, a mentor, and a partner to our university. He was around at our last convocation, attended the convocation lecture as well as the ceremony. I appreciate you. And I am also the Vice Chairman of Committee of Vice Chancellors and Registrar of Nigerian Universities. I wish you the best.
My name is Professor Benjamin Shegun Aribisala, the Vice Chancellor of Goodwill University in Osun State.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Professor Saka Adebayo Balogun. I bring good tidings from a sister university of Summit University of Congratulations, sir.
I am Dr. Oluyemi Aje, representing my Vice Chancellor, Professor Adenike Kugu. I am from King's University, Odeonu, where we transform minds for a better future. And I say congratulations even to this university, Amina University, Fountain University, on the 10th and 11th Convocation ceremony.
Thank you very much. King's University, represented by the Queen. You are welcome back. Thank you, other universities across the country. We appreciate them and thank you very much for your attention.
In line with the above, Chancellor, sir, Fountain University law gives the university the power to confer honorary its fellowships, other academic titles on worthy persons in the society. In line with the above, the Council and the Senate of Fountain University have resolved that the honorary degree of public administration honoris causa be conferred on a man of substance for his outstanding contributions to human capital development at both national and international level, specifically in the area of higher education, scholarship, and humanitarian services. May I call on the university orator to present to you Professor Toyin Omoyeni Falola for the award. Thank you.
Audience, I honorably request our awardee, one of the most celebrated Nigerian academic, Professor Oluwatoyin Omoyeni Falola, to stand while I read this citation. Attempting to give a citation of a man, of a public intellectual whose curriculum writing as of 2021 was about 100 pages is doubting tax. However, not saying anything at all will be injustice to those who know little or nothing about our awardee. Fondly called TF among friends, colleague, and admirer, the iconic historian and distinguished professor of academic African studies was born on the 1st of January 1953 in Ibadan. Toyin Falola earned his BA 1976 and PhD in 1981 in history at the University of Ile-Ife, now known as Obafemi Awolowo OAU. He also started his academic career as a lecturer in OA before proceeding to the University of Texas in 1991. Baba Falola, now the Jacob and Francis Saga Musica Chair in Humanity at the University of Texas, has held short teaching appointments at many higher education and research institutions across the world. These include the University of English in England, York University in Canada, Smith College of Massachusetts in USA, the Australian National University in Canberra, Australia, and the Nigeria Institute of International Affairs, Lagos, Nigeria. Although his forte is Africa and indeed Nigerian history, he cast his net so wide to cover other areas such as religion and culture, diaspora and migration, empire and colonization, as well as globalization, among others. Between 2007 and 2021, Professor Toyin Falola had been awarded 14 honorary doctorate degrees by several universities across the globe. These include City University, New York, Lincoln University, and FUNAB, Abeokuta. In addition to over 40 lifetime and career and achievement awards by institutions around the world. Some of Professor Falola's awards include Nigerian Diaspora Academic Prize, the Lincoln Award, Sarah Award of Outstanding Contribution to African Study, Che Arthur Dopa Award, Africana Study Distinguished Global Scholar Lifetime Achievement Fellowship of Nigerian Academy of Letters, Jane Honorary Award for Teaching Excellence, the Chancellor's Outstanding Teaching Award, and Career Research Excellence Award, to mention but a few. With over 200 books to his credit. Please, let's give him a round of applause. Professor Falola is also appreciated for his mentorship of budding academics, authorship of many academic series and monographs, his strong disposition to creating platform for young and established academics and professionals to develop and interact with others led him to establish in 2011 the Toyin Falola Annual Conference on Africa and African Diaspora, TOFAD. This has provided an international forum for scholars, researchers, graduate students, policymakers, politicians, as well as technocrats from all over the world to converge and engage on critical issues for the advancement of Africa and the world at large. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on the 5th of February 2020, Professor Falola had an appointment with the History of Fountain University by being the first world-class scholar to donate reference material, textbooks, and rare collections worth millions of naira to the university. Not only that, he bore the cost of their shipment from the United States of America to Nigeria, as well as the transportation to Osogbo. Thank you, sir. The materials have since been earmarked to serve as the nucleus for the proposed Center for Africa and Diaspora Study, which the Ooni of Ife, His Imperial Majesty Enitan Ogunwusi Ojaja II, has committed to endow the university with. Similarly, on the 17th of November, Baba Falola, a professor of history, also made history by being the first African and indeed the first Nigerian to end, through cutting-edge research, the Doctor of Literature, Dr. Literato of the University of Ibadan. Ladies and gentlemen, in view of the foregoing, the Senate and Council of Fountain University of Osogbo decided to make history by being the first Nigerian university to honor this noble son of Africa after he earned his highest degree in academia with an honorary doctorate of public administration honoris causa in recognition of his achievements in appreciation of his goodwill and assistant to Fountain University. May I call on the Chancellor, sir, to decorate the honorary.
Let me invite the Pro-Chancellor, the Deputy Governor, and the Chairman of the BOT to join me as I decorate Professor Toyin Falola, which is this is to certify that Toyin Falola has been awarded the honorary doctorate degree of the university under the authority of the Senate and Governing Council, Doctor of Public Administration honoris causa, at this August occasion holding in January. Congratulations, sir. the governor of the state. Thank you very much. You can be stated. Well, the next thing is
for the students, faculty, the management, the council of this university. I cannot but thank all the visiting vice chancellors, representative of vice chancellors and government, including the vice chancellor of Leeds City University, where I'm a council member. I know all the heavy investments, your hope, your faith in your children. All your children will be great. They will turn out to be successful. They will honor their parents. They will honor their communities. And they will honor our country. The march of civilization is tied to the march of knowledge. We can relate the success of all countries in the world, all civilizations, to their educational attainment. And we have been able to track this down historically. When I was privileged to give the convocation address to this university some 2 years ago, I focused on the contribution of Islam to education, tracking it from the 7th century through the Ottoman Empire and subsequent development. The Stone Age by itself was a revolution that advanced the project of those who were able to convert stones into tools. But the Stone Age ended not because there are no more stones. If you leave this building, you are going to find stones outside. What succeeded it was a new thinking that produced an iron age. There is still iron. Many of you must have heard the word Yankee, Oni Yankee. That's what we used to make iron in this part of the world. Where you see Yankee, is most likely there's an iron by it. And that iron age produced great civilizations, most notably the Empire of Ghana. But then, the world left the Iron Age behind, creating a great civilization in agriculture, which transformed the entire continent, built one of the first major civilizations in world history, ancient Egypt, and other civilizations like Kush and Nile. And that gave us the edge in civilization, the #1 in the world. And then they began to leave us behind because of the ability to create an industrial revolution. 14th century, 15th century, an early modern world was created which was able to fuse finance with production. Today, we pass through that, pass through the manufacturing age, pass through the internet age, and we are now at the age of the 4th industrial revolution. Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, this university must be part of that technology age. Otherwise, the world will leave us behind. It is not a prophecy, but it's a certainty. The world will never leave us behind. To my fellow students, education is endless. If you don't improve on it, there will be nothing left. Not because there will be more and more new knowledge. So you must continue. And we must build great institutions. To my fellow students, notice I'm wearing your color, my dress. You all must give back. You must have listened to the Vice Chancellor mentioning names of those who have donated buildings and things. I pray to Allah that those of you who are here today, God will bless you. You will prosper. You will be wealthy. but more importantly, you will use your wealth to advance this university. I am one of you. I will always be one of you. And like all the students here, I will give back. Thank you very much.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الحمد لله رب العالمين. I won't go through protocol because of the time, but the statement that I've said, Alhamdulillah, speaks it all. That in 2007, when I landed this university, what I saw then was a glorious primary school. Not even secondary school. But today, quite honestly, I want to start by appreciating, starting with the proprietor of this university, the NASFAT. You have done very, very well. The chairman BOT, fantastic. The chairman of council, honestly, I didn't know him before, but the works he had done, and now he's living. And as he's living, he's giving it to my brother. Congratulations. I can tell you that you continue to have it the best. The Vice Chancellor, Professor Amina, you have done very well. He has done very, very well. And I pray that Allah will continue to reward you. The registrar, you are all doing very well. The entire management, I cannot but speak on this occasion. And to my colleagues from other universities, God will continue to be with you. It is the experience that I had from here that was eventually appointed as a pioneer vice chancellor for Summit University offer. By the grace of Allah, I have completed that also as the pioneer vice chancellor. We have responsibility, we Muslims, and I think I must say I'm quite pleased to be here. And NASFAT, I recall that when we started, it was shouting on each other. No, it's never done. You have made it, honestly. You have made it. Thank you very much for the opportunity to just speak. To the students, the sky is not your limit. You are going to penetrate the sky, inshallah.
Will the MSc and the postgraduate diploma graduates in the School of Postgraduate Studies please rise and remain standing? Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present to you the persons standing and those who are unavoidably absent, for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to higher degree of Fountain University, Osogbo.
By the authority conferred on me by the all our postgraduate students. Please be seated.
Will the graduating students in the College of Management and Social Sciences please rise and remain standing? And 2020-2021 session. Chancellor, sir, by the authority of the Senate, I present to you the following candidates. Those present and those who are unavoidably absent, whose names appear on this list, and for whom I stand proxy, who have successfully completed their bachelor degrees programs and who have been found worthy both in character and in learning to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Accounting, Banking and Finance, Business Administration, Economics, Mass Communication, Political Science and Public Administration, and Sociology of Fountain University.
I admit you all. Congratulations.
Look. Excuse me now. Okay, can speak. Honorable Chancellor, sir, please permit me to request the following graduates who have distinguished themselves by earning first-class honors degree of the university for a handshake with the Chancellor. For 2019-2020 accounting program, Adekule Damilola Esther. Please come out. Adelabu Yetunde Tawakalt. Adelowo Raphael Olaiya. Ajiteru Oyebanji Kehinde. Busari Barakat Oyindamola. Lawal Munirat Abimbola. Madeyin Oluwabisayomi. Musedik Bushrat Olamide. For Business Administration Program, Mabayoje Victoria Yetunde. Mass Communication, Ajibade Muideen Adeshina. Political Science and Public Administration, Kataye Ganiyat Adenisola. Ojelabi Celiat Alayo. For Sociology Program, Adelakun Intisor Adetola. (2020-2021) session accounting program Aro Sofiat Abimbola, Amsat Mosururo Ayobami, Orija Esther Anointing, Osuagu Chimuaya Abisola, Oyekola Kaisola Olamide. For Banking and Finance Program, Ibrahim Rofiat Abimbola. Business Administration, Olukunle Michael Damilare, Adeyemo Jola Ade Tawakalt. For Mass Communication, Abubakar Aisha Omoshalewa.
Natural and Applied Sciences, please rise and remain standing. 2029 2019-2020 session and 2020-2021 session. Chancellor, sir, by the authority of the Senate, I present to you the following candidates, those present and those unavoidably absent, whose name appears on the list, on this list, and for whom I stand proxy, who have successfully completed their professional degree program and who have been found worthy both in character and in learning to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry and Nutrition, Computer Science, Industrial and Environmental Chemistry, Microbiology, Physics and Electronics of Fountain University.
I admit you all and congratulations. Thank you.
Graduate of the College of Natural Persons, Fountain University, please get seated. Honorary Chancellor, sir, please permit me to require the following graduates who have distinguished themselves by any first class honors degree of university partnership with the Chancellor. 2019-20 session, Biochemistry and Nutrition. Agbajelola Rukayat Omobolanle, Musa Mariam Ayomide and Sulaiman Aishat Abisola. For microbiology, Adefaye Khadija Olawapelumi, Bamiji Nodiya Olashade. And for For 2020-2021 session, we have Bankole Barakat Idowoke from Biochemistry and Nutrition, Bele Oke Khadija, and Odeboko Rahmat Olabisi. For microbiology, we have Adenika Mariam Abiodun, Amon Shukurat Abisola, and Subai Fatima Adebisi. For computer science, we have Chitu Abubakar Sadiq and Obukola Oshida Olawumi.
Worthy in character and leadership. Ojelabi Teliat Alayo, 2019-2020. For the 2020-21 award, that same award, Zubair Fatima Adebisi, CGPA of 4.85. The Pro-Chancellor's Prize for the most outstanding student of the year in sciences with a CGPA of 3.5 and above, who has been found worthy both in character and in learning, and who has scored not below 50% in any of our courses. Adefaye Khadija Oluwapelumi, CGPA of 4.72. That's for the 2019-2020 session. For the 2020-2021 session, we have Zubair Fatima Adebisi, CGPA of 4.85. For the most outstanding student of the year in management sciences, we have Ojelabi Saliat Alayo. That's 2019-2020 session. For the 2020-2021 session, we have Abubakar Aisha Tomoshalewa. College prizes. For the best graduating students with a CGPA of not less than 3.5 in the College of Management and Social Sciences, Ojelabi Saliat Alayo. 2019-2020. For 2020-21, we have Abubakar Aisha Tomoshalewa. For the best graduating I have Adefale Kadija Toluwa Pelumi. For the 2019-2020, I have Zubair Fatima Adebisi. The best graduating student in the Department of Accounting. In 2019-2020, I have Busa Ribaraka Oyedamola. For 2020-2020 session, 2021 session, Ozuagu, Chimyawa Abiola. Best graduating students in finance, Abubakar Cynthia Abiola. For the 2020-21 session, Ibrahim Rabia Abimbola. For the best graduating students in business administration, 2019-2020, Shitu Khadija Oyebola. For the 2020-2021 session, I have Adeyemodola Adetawakant. The best graduating student in Department of Economics, 2019-2020, Damiju Abdulrahman Oluwadamilola. For the 2020-2021 session, Ogunjobi Azizat Bolanle. For the best graduating student in Mass Communication Department, 2019-2020 session, I have Ajibade Muideen Adeshina. For the 2020-21 session, I have Abubakar Aisha Omoshalewa. The best graduating students in Public Administration and Political Science, 2019-2020 session, I have Adelabi Seliat Alayo. For the 2020-2021 session, I have Kolawole Aisha. What's the best? For the best graduating student in Department of Sociology and Industrial Relations, I have Adelapo Intisar Adetola. 2019-2020 session. 2020-2021 session, I have Ajani Betia Bitilombo. For the best graduating students in Biochemistry and Nutrition, 2019-2020 session, Sulaiman Aishat Abisola. In 2020-2021 session, I have Ojedo Raimat Olabisi. Best graduating students in Industrial and Environmental Chemistry, 2019-2020 session, Ajotumo Victor Yves Olanrewaju. 2020-2021 session, I have Ajala Oluwatosin Dorcas. Department of Mathematics and Computer Science, Lawal Abdullahi Olanrewaju, 1920 session, Ogunkunara Shida Olawumi, 2020. Physics 2020-2021 session, Oyede Ayomide Emmanuel. Alumni prizes, Ojelabi Saliat Alayo, 2019-2020, 2020-21, Zubair Fatima Adebisi, Sheikh Ahmed Lemu Prize for the best behaved graduating student in honor of late Sheikh Ahmed Lemu, Bamiji Nadia Folashade, 2019-2020, 2020-21, Abdulrahman Abdulhamid Oluwafeyi Shayo. Professor Nurudeen Nimbe Adedipe Prize for the best graduating student, Ojelabi Seliat Alayo. the 2020 session, Zubair Fatima Adebisi. Best graduating student in honor of late Alhaji Tajudeen Adeosun, Department of Accounting, Busa Ibaraka Toyidamola. 2020 Oswago Chimiyaya Abisola. Baikun Alausa Prize for the best graduating student in microbiology, instituted by Professor Oke Alausa. Adefaye Khadijat Oluwapelumi 2019-2020, 2020-21 Zubair Fatima Adebisi. Suleiman Oladeji Yusuf Memorial Prize for the best graduating student in computer science, instituted by Alhaji Niyi Yusuf, the president of NASFAT. In 2019-2021 Lawal Abdullahi Olanrewaju. 2019 Okunpola Rasheedat Olarunmi. Late Adebori Egberongbe Prize for the best graduating student in microbiology, instituted by Dr. Mrs. Emi Raji. Adefaye Khadijat. Zubair Fatima Adebisi. Late Afolabi Akim Olatunde Balogun Prize for best graduating student in molecular biology and genetic engineering, instituted by Dr. Nusirat Afolabi Balogun, University Orator. Thank you. Suleiman Aishat Abisola. Ojedokun Raimat Olabisi. Rasheedat Bolaniwo Prize for the best graduating student in mass communication, Ajibade Muhyiddin. Abubakar Aishat. Sherif Yusuf Prize Award for the best behaved graduating Muslim female students, Iyoda Mariam Adewumi. Abdulrauf Manzitulai Kai Ajoke. Rashid Bolaniwo Prize for the best graduating student in print journalism, Ajibade Muhyiddin Adeshina. Abubakar Aishat Omoshalewa. Chemistry Unit Award for the best graduating student in industrial and environmental chemistry, Ajetumobi Tori Bolanrewaju. Ajala Oluwatosin Dorcas. Late Emeritus Professor Lateef Akinola Salako Prize for the best overall graduating student in 2019-2020 session, Ojelabi Seliat Alayo. In 2020-2021 session, Zubair Fatima Adebisi. Princess Wuraola Agbeke Yusuf Okeyaiko Prize for the best graduating students in sociology. It was instituted by Professor Noah Yusuf, BC Alumni University. Thank you, sir. Adelakun Intisar Adetola. 2020 session, Ajani Feti àti Tilope. Professor MT Bakari Odola Prize for best graduating student in pharmaceutical biochemistry, Suleiman Aishat Abisola. Ojedokun Raimat Olabisi. Best graduating students in metabolism of nucleic acids, that's biochemistry, Suleiman Aishat Abisola. Ojedokun Raimat Olabisi. Yusuf Amuda Omotunde Prize for the innovative research project having the most realistic and realizable impact on the society, instituted by one-time council member Alhaji Omotunde Young, run by Adelakun Intisar Adesola. That's for the College of Management Sciences. And in the College of Natural and Applied Sciences, we have Ojedokun Raimat Olabisi. Khadijat Ajike Omotunde Young Prize for the best behaved female graduating student. Popola Zainab Simisola. Yusuf Umulkhair Owunene. Emiraji Prize for the best graduating student in microbiology is led by Adefaye Khadijat Oluwapelumi, Zubair Fatima Adebisi. Mr. Latifa Adedeyinbo Adeyemi Prize for the best graduating student in membrane biochemistry, instituted by Dr. Ramat Adetutu Adisa. Suleiman Aishat Abisola. Bankole Barakat Ibirunke.
That this young man has never failed to observe the congregational prayer
all through his time in the university. We could also observe that most of our award or prize winners are women or girls. You boys, where are you? Playing drums and chatting and painting. Well, no problem. Thank you very much.
All praise be to the Almighty, Creator of heaven and earth, for giving me the opportunity to deliver the valedictory speech of this convocation ceremony. Just like yesterday, when we were admitted into this disgraced channel of learning. The environment was strange, but we were determined to study very hard. For this purpose, I have titled my address as Space, Time and Dexterity, sourcing from the fountain of knowledge. At the end of the first session, we had many responsibilities. We were responsible to ourselves by maintaining and improving our results. We were responsible to our colleagues by conducting tutorials for optimum understanding of the courses. We were responsible to our lecturers by not letting them down, and we were responsible to our parents. We were responsible to our parents by graduating in flying colors. All of these responsibilities motivated and encouraged us to study very hard. I am sure many people are wondering how we were able to balance our social and academic life. Our parents did well to raise us as children to prioritize our academics over social life in such a way that graduating with distinction was our priority. This is an experience I want the current students of this institution to imbibe. The parents should always set the tone for their children and define early the path they should follow through encouragement, understanding, and support. We will forever be grateful to Fountain University for providing an excellent learning environment which has done well to prepare us for the future. Special appreciation goes to our lecturers for their academic guidance and mentoring. To the entire management of Fountain University, including those who have helped us directly and indirectly, we say thank you. Fountain University is not only excellent for academic grounding, but also on the formation of moral standards and character. As guardians of this institution, we are proud to say that we have been trained and principled to be of good moral and character. My fellow guardians, I will advise that we make proper use of the knowledge and skills we have acquired here in Fountain University over the years to be productive and beneficial to the society. We should always be of good conduct because wherever we are, we remain the ambassadors of this institution. The world is full of challenges, but I advise we never give up. Most importantly, we should be involved in entrepreneurship. As the former governor of Osun State, Mr. Shola advised, he said, and I quote, "Be self-employed and employ 5 others. May God help us all." To the current students of this university, our advice for you is to make judicious use of your time here in Fountain University. Learn and focus on your academics squarely because that's the major reason you are here. Prioritize your academics over social life. Be optimistic, productive, ambitious, and proactive. Try as much as possible to stay out of trouble. And lastly, pray to God for successful accomplishment. Today, we are celebrated because despite all the challenges we encountered, we triumphed and succeeded. As in the words of Ellen Keller, she said, and I quote, "Character cannot be developed in peace and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, ambition be inspired, and success be achieved." I am glad we all made it this far. I pray to the Almighty Allah to continue to crown our efforts with brilliant success. Congratulations, class of 2019-2020 and class of 2020-2021. Long live Fountain University. Thank you very much.
And a great honor to deliver the valedictory speech today. My heartfelt congratulations go to my fellow graduates on reaching an important milestone in our scholastic journey. Today is truly ours, a day in which we reminisce upon and celebrate our perseverance, sweat and tears that went into the hard work that has brought us success. So I title my speech, Making a Difference. From almost every encounter we had with our lecturers in school, they always say that when we graduated from the university, our main focus should be on creating employment rather than being employed. Some of us plan to further our studies, while some of us are entering into the world of work. Whatever we choose to do next, we can rest assured that having been through the years of training here, we can and we will succeed. We have been given the tools with which we can forge any life we choose. Francis Bacon once said, "A wise man will make many opportunities than he finds." This sentiment is the one I owe. We take it to heart and we incorporate into the very core of our being. Today, we are pronounced as Fountain graduates. We must be proud of who we are. We are we are graduates of Fountain University. People who are intelligent, resourceful, grounded, and above all, people who can contribute to today's ever-changing world. We may not yet fully comprehend what we have learned here, but be assured that if we do the things that we are capable of, we will outstand ourselves. The world requires a new generation of scholars who will effect a positive change and go beyond the call of duty. We are part of that generation. It is our responsibility to go into the world and do our part in bringing about this change by effectively applying our skill sets, making not only ourselves but our families and the university proud. On such a day as this, it would be remiss of me if I did not recognize the people who guided and supported us through this journey. The people who often smoothened the bumpy roads. We were more than fortunate to have lecturers who helped us along the way. Somehow, in one way or the other, they always knew how to extract the best from us. We can in no way repay you for the invaluable time and effort you expended. But be assured though that any good we do and the good we make in the society is a contribution of your effort in each and every one of us. To our families and friends who lent a sympathetic ear to our frustrated rant, you are part of who we are today. We say a very big thank you to you. Graduation marks the end of yet another extraordinary chapter in our life. With this chapter closed, I am certain that many of us are already anxious about starting the next chapter. But unlike an English textbook, we cannot skip through the pages of life to see how long the next chapter is going to be. We all have our book of life that has not yet been written, and every day that passes is another page we write in ourselves. Luckily, as Fountain graduates, we have been given all the paper and ink we need to write our stories. And with the love and support of our families and friends, fellow graduates, I'm sure that our stories will become bestsellers. Finally, I would like you to leave you all with our favorite quote. We are Fountainers. We stand for quality. Fountainers lead, others follow. Thank you all very much, and thank you for listening.
Graduating students of today to get up when I administer the alumni oath on them. Please, all graduating students, please put on your caps, turn your tassels to the left. Congratulations once again. I wish you to be the very best in life. I will administer the alumni oath on you in the absence of the alumni president. You open your brochure to page 46. You need to mention your name. We read together. I. A graduate of the 2019-2020 and 2020-21 class, and now a member of the Fountain University Alumni Association, solemnly swear this oath of allegiance. Start with my colleagues to promote the mission, vision, and good name of the University Alumni Association, that I will respect and obey all constituted authorities and cooperate with other branches, zonal and national executives of the alumni, towards the realization of the mission, aims and objectives of the association. So help me God. Please have your seat. Congratulations once again. I respectfully invite the representative of the group.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We all have the program for this convocation event, and the address is on page 55. I will not read everything because of time, but permit me to just mention a few important items there and address you on one or two issues. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Osun State, the Chancellor, they are represented by the VC, the PC, all other protocols duly observed. I will start by congratulating all our graduate students of today. You have come to Fountain University, you have worked hard, and you have achieved. Continue to improve on yourselves in all your areas of endeavors. Keep a high level of moral value and hold on to Islam. You cannot go wrong. Like the pioneer VC and our current VC said, the sky will be your starting point. Inshallah. Please do not forget your alumni. It is the very foundation of whatever you become in future. We have a growing and vibrant alumnus. Please join your colleagues and contribute your quota to our growing university. Let me thank sincerely our going PC. I will not fail to do that. His 4 years tenure here has been wonderful, and we sincerely appreciate it. We thank you, sir, for all you have done for us. May Allah reward you abundantly. And like you said, I will still count you as a part of us. I've told you, you are my ego, you will not live here. We are here, I will get there, inshallah. To our incoming, we could not have gotten a better person for the shoes being vacated. Alhamdulillah, may your tenure be successful, inshallah. I have one or two announcements to make. In the next couple of months, important changes will be taking place. We've had the excellent service of Dr. Saleh in the last 4 years. She'll be leaving us painful, but we thank Allah, she's taking a higher step in her career, and we thank Allah for her. She's going ahead to become a registrar in another very big institution, which I'm sure she will bring into you in due course. But I feel it's important I mention it to all of us. Secondly, our VC. This is my 9th year on this job. I can safely say it's been one of the most enterprising we've had. His tenure is to expire in the next 1 month, but by popular demand, we have made a request on him to an extension, and alhamdulillah, he has agreed. We shall be informing you of when he's leaving. As we see, we appreciate all you have been doing. Lastly, not take much of our time, Fountain University has a culture. We do not just celebrate those who are doing things for us now. We cherish, remember, and respect all those who have done things for us. From the beginning, when we are coming in through the grove, to see Professor Oloide, to now. So please permit me, parents, Excellency, parents, and all present and graduates, and our fellow students, and our students here, to appreciate
Alhaji Tunde Badmus. When the history of founding is written, their names will be written in gold. Alhaji Badmus and those I mentioned now. They've done a lot for us. We pray for long life and more prosperity for them to do more. Permit me to thank Alhaji Adegunwa in absentia. Alhaji Adegunwa is not here, Goodwill is there. We will not forget him, we will continue to pray for him. Permit me to thank Her Excellency Haji Sambo, who put this structure where we are having a convocation here. May Allah continue to be with her, we remember her, and we will not forget all our donors and supporters. Permit me to pray for Alhaji Eso Babalola of late. They were with us, and his imprints are only written in Fountain University. May Allah grant him al-Jannah, and those he left behind, may Allah be with them. Permit me, even though there is someone I want to mention now, he's still with us on BOT, but I will not fail to mention his contribution. Now we are talking of contribution. Professor Oloyede is the current executive CEO of JAM, registrar JAM. He had a 2 years stay with us, and the 2 years were very eventful in the growth of this university. We will not forget him in a hurry. May Allah continue to be with him and his family. I remember Malam Yusuf Alisan. They are our benefactors, and they remain with us today. Malam Yusuf Ali remains our legal counsel bono pro bono, meaning free of charge for all our legal cases. If you guys know, if you know what it takes to get Yusuf to look at your letter, no, it's not going to cut for you. You know he's doing a lot for us. So Malam Yusuf Ali and his family, we say Alhamdulillah for what you've done with your life. May Allah continue to reward you. At this point, I remember our brother, Barrister Wagi Babalaki. He's been with us. They are our supporters, and the guest house going on there, I think we have about 90% completion. They are the people behind it, and there is no time we call on them, they do not answer. May Allah be with Ali Babalaki and his family. Of course, we have the big masquerade here. Who was outside? Was not coming in. But for what he did outside, we must say a big thank you. Dr. Awak, thank you very much. That mosque, there is nobody that has entered this campus that has not looked at it and say, yes, pray for those person who pray. May Allah accept all the prayers. And as we are now in the house, may Allah enable you to do more. Another big masquerade was mentioned, other were mentioned, our benefactors, Baba Adedipe, our pioneer, Chancellor. They were the people who really dug the foundation, not just on paper. Baba was coming here to Oshoko like 3 times a week. When somebody said, I should come and try it, I said, it's a tall order. But we thank God. Baba is sick now. In fact, he wished to be here. Unfortunately, on health grounds, he's not able to make it. We continue to pray for him, and we appreciate him. But the biggest appreciation I think Allah has given him, that seed which is sown, is what we are under his shade now. May Allah accept it from him as an act of goodwill.
I welcome us all in the name of Allah, the most beneficent and most merciful to this occasion. After welcome us, all of us, in the name of Allah, I recognize in absentia the person I'm standing instead here. That's our governor, Mr. Isiak Adeboyega Oyetola, representative of Honorary Minister for Works, Housing, that is Babatunde Fashola, SAN, represented here by his SA, Honorable Lanre Akinshola, Secretary to the State Government of Osun, Prince Wole Oyebanji, members of the Executive Council here present, especially the SAs to Mr. Governor on Education, Honorable Jamiu Olaomi. I can see Commissioner for Budget here, Professor Yunusa Olalekan. And to see Commissioner for Water Resources, who we hijack from this university to be on our cabinet, Dr. Abidu Tadeshi. I've seen SA on Public Ed too around here. Director Education also is around, Dr. Mrs. Adeago Ganiyat. Other political functionaries here present, I recognize you all. Our host of today, Pro-Chancellor and Chairman Government Council, Vice Admiral Jubri Ayinde. I thank you, I thank you, sir, for always being here. I know I see you at once a year. Now that you are going, please still be with us. We appreciate that. And also happy to say, to welcome the person taken from you, who has been my big brother, my friend, Alhaji Awa Ibrahim, PhD, FCA. Thank you. I know with this, I will see your face more now in Osun. We appreciate you. You are a good choice for the university. Vice Chancellor, Professor Amina Sonny, you do a good job. Your names are ringing all over the world, and God going to promote you. The registrar, our mother, Dr. Kekelomo Sali, you're doing well. Thank you very much. Acting University of Liberia, Dr. Wasiu Lawal, Bossa, National President, NASPAT, Alhaji Niyi Yusuf, I will recognize you. You will allow me to do protocol because it's essential I do that. I know we're running against time. Chairman Board of Trustee, my big brother too, Alhaji Yinka Adeola, thank you for always being around. Chief Missionary Engineer Abdulaziz Onike, thank you. National Women Leader NASPAT, Alaja Popolati, and other women of Ajana, I welcome you all to the state of Osun. Other members of Board of Trustees are present. Other members of Government Council are present. The donor of College of Law Building is also my very big brother and my very good friend too. Are Musulumi of Osogbo Land, Alhaji Abdulganiyu Adekunle, thank you. God will reward you for your contribution to his house. Our Baba, the Ashwaju Muslimi of Yoruba Land, Ashwaju Tunde Patmos. Where is Ashwaju? Muki Ekuyomu. Thank you for your love always. Our royal fathers are present. I don't want to breach protocol, so I will use the honor of Arabici to welcome you all to this great occasion. We appreciate you always. God bless you. The graduates of today, I rejoice with you. I felicitate with you all. And like Professor Falola told you, he said, education never ends. So I join to tell you that as you are moving to the world, please be a good ambassador of the university and let his name continue to ring good bell to the world. God will bless the work of your hands. The parents and guardians too, I congratulate you for the success of your words. Other distinguished personalities here present, security operatives, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Speech by Osun Governor, Mr. Adigbega Oyetola, at the inauguration of the College of Law building and conferment of first and higher degrees and award of prizes and grand finale of the combined 10th and 11th Convocation of Frontier University Osogbo, held here today, 14th January 2022. I am most delighted to join you distinguished guests and this university community to celebrate this unique occasion of the combined 10th and 11th Convocation of Frontier University. This, no doubt, is an event that is truly deserving of celebration, considering the age and achievement of this citadel of learning. I recall that, just like yesterday, this university kicked off with high hopes. It is truly gratifying to see that in just 10 years, this hope, enabled by the very laudable objectives that inspired its establishment, has not been dashed in any way, but have largely found expression in very high, impressive forms. As a state, we are truly delighted to be associated with the success story of this citadel of excellency that is now notably characterized by the delivery of quantitative education, pursuit of impactful research, and focused pursuit of societal development through functional town and gown partnership. It is only fitting, therefore, that drums be rolled out in celebration of such an impactful journey so far. On this note, I congratulate the leadership of the university, led by the pragmatic governing council, youthful management, focused staff, and the cooperative students. In many ways, you have maintained fidelity with the cause of education as an invaluable weapon for not only combating ignorance, but also as a tool for liberating the mind and building a society that's productive. More than ever before, therefore, Frontier University should redouble efforts in becoming more relevant to the society by seeking to become an active producer of functional knowledge and ideas for sustainable development. I must also mention that in an era defined by disturbing moral decadence, you also occupy a vantage position to become an exemplary in the provision of value-based functional education. On this auspicious occasion, I must congratulate all of you, guardians, for being part of this proud heritage and challenge you to uphold the good names that's being carefully built by this great university. As you go into the world, you must realize that society expects of you to become dependable change agents by creating values and making the society better in its totality. I would also like to congratulate and rejoice with the parents and guardians on the successful conclusion of this enterprise by their children and wards. I thank you for contributing them to the galaxy of resources that our nation requires to achieve sustainable development. Similarly, on behalf of the government and people of our state, I congratulate all honoraries, Baba, especially you, for being found worthy of these awards. It is certainly a recognition of your sterling personal and professional qualities. I urge you to consider this as an invitation to do more for the university, our country, and the humanity in general. Once again, I say congratulations to the Fountain University. It is our prayer that may you grow from strength to strength and continue to make our state proud. Thank you. God bless.
For all of us today to address you on behalf of His Excellency Mr. Babatunde Fashola, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. The simple and short message from the minister is that what we are doing today goes beyond the symbolic convocation of the Fountain University. The fundamental difference between a society that is civilized and the one that is not is in the quality of the education. So when we are talking about education, when we are talking about a civilized society, what we are actually talking about is the state of their education. So our graduates of today, the Honorable Minister has requested me to tell you that there's a need for you to exemplify the motto of your institution: faith, knowledge, and service. And in the course of the award, I sent a message to the Honorable Minister that there are some particular outstanding students. In particular, there's one Ojelabi who won 7 awards. The minister was impressed and he just sent a text message to me that Miss Ojelabi should be given special award, which the other minister is going to communicate to the VC immediately after this program. Secondly, the honorable minister has directed me to tell the VC that further to the meeting that the VC has with him in Abuja like 2 months ago, that the minister is committed to endow a professorial chair in the College of Law. That will be the short message from the honorable minister. Thank you, and I wish you all the best.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We thank Allah who has seen us through this ceremony. We pray that as we shall be departing for our various destinations, may we reach all our destinations in peace. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbana abulana min azwajina wa dhurriyyatina qurrata a'yunin waj'alna lil muttaqina imama. Rabbana آتنا ما وعدتنا على رسلك ولا تخزنا يوم القيامة إنك لا تخلف الميعاد. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. فسبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Allahu Akbar. I do that. I want to thank the governor of Osun State, represented by the deputy governor, and he gracefully allowed us to permit the representative of the minister to give a people message, and he said, no, he is our guest. Protocol, yes, laws are made for men, not meant for law. And you will see what came out. Imagine the minister himself to be around today. Of course, you wouldn't overlook it. He has promised scholarship for person and highest award. He has offered to endow a chair. And on your behalf, the representative of the minister, please, we need a College of Law hall. Will you deliver that message, sir? So if next time you come and you are able to see Fasola's inspired College of Law, won't you be happy? So I'm going to say that through him, sir. So thank you very much. So by the power, and I thank all people here, we thank you very profoundly. And by the powers conferred on the Chancellor whom I'm representing here, I hereby declare this convocation closed. But please remain seated and allow the procession to go out. And of course, the anthem now will be played, and remain standing while the procession files out to enroll at the appropriate place. Please. Thank you very much. Close and now the national anthem and the other anthems in reverse order.
Assisting one another, helping in politics. But we organize some more like a competition. Fountain University gave us a lot of opportunity practically to express our political interests and also influence that is has on us, because we have access to the practical aspects, which involves both debates and also electoral processing. Because more like I should say verbally we had competition. We also have organized elections that was being held. In which I was competing with one another for a particular post and offices. in which to gain influence for one another. I am proud to say I'm a student and a graduate of Fountain University, Oshobo. And my message to everyone listening and everyone who has a doubt or they bring their children to the school, and they'll have basic knowledge on how things are, because it gives them the chances of both the knowledge and also the practical aspect of life. The
rules and regulations in Fountain University are attached with penalties, so defaulters are usually punished. The principle of regularity and punctuality has really helped me a lot. Right now, I'm carrying out my primary assignment under NYSC in NISA Ibadan. The principle of punctuality and regularity, which I have in Fountain University, has really helped me in this. Among my peers, I stand high among them in terms of regularity and punctuality. Fountain University has several activities, and students are usually selected as leaders of these activities. Those leadership qualities have helped me and have principled me to be more actively involved in things aside from academics. Fountain University has provided an excellent environment where activities are being conducted and leadership qualities are being developed among the students. I was fortunate enough to be a leader on some of those activities. And my experience during those periods have principled me on how to be a good leader. Being a leader doesn't only involve leading or doing all of the things alone. It involves carrying along the followers, ensuring that they are delivering the expected objectives, the goals and aims you wish to achieve. In political science, there's something that's called manifesto. Those are the things you want to deliver to the people. As a good leader, you have to ensure that those things in the manifesto, you are able to deliver them effectively and efficiently.
My name is Dao Usman. I've wanted to be an accountant and I chose Fountain University. So after my 4 years in school, Fountain University has really helped me a lot. It has impacted a positive impact in my life. Currently, I'm running a personal business which deals with graphics designing, clothes branding and all like that. So it has really recorded a success, a positive success in my business, which I'm currently doing right now.